Hello, my name is Tara Sklar. I am a professor of health law here at the University of Arizona, James E. Rogers College of Law. And it is my pleasure to speak with you today about the Health Law and Policy program that I oversee here at our college, and basically how this program may be of interest to you personally or professionally, and just to provide you with some more information no matter where you are in your education or career. So I'll just take a moment to share my slides. Great. So I'd like to just spend about the next 10 minutes or so telling you about our program, what it is, how you might do it, and why. So the way we would set this up is that students who might be interested could take one course, and if they like it, then that one course could become a graduate certificate, which includes 4 courses. And now we have 4 different programs that are all different certificate options depending on your area of interest. These then can build towards an LLM or a Master's of Legal Studies, which Professor Keith Fisher oversees, and that would be in a concentration in health law and policy. And then if aside from coursework, we also have a really vibrant health law community of over 1,000 members all across the country and different parts of the world. And we engage in virtual webinars, in-person events when it's safe to do so, and just have an ongoing networking and sharing of resources that anyone is welcome to join at no cost at all. The reason that we've been doing this at Arizona Law is because we just saw a real need to have a better trained health professional workforce where different professionals can really work together, whether they have a legal background, health sciences, and the business world, regulators and government. Basically, all these people have to work together, and we felt like there needed to be a stronger connection with what is being taught in the graduate and undergraduate level to help people be more successful when they enter the workforce. So with that in mind, we created these 4 different certificates, all in collaboration with different academics across the colleges at the University of Arizona, also with some major leaders in the field. And you'll see them come up throughout the different programs and courses. So essentially we have 4. The first is in regulatory science, which is basically about bringing drugs, devices, and diagnostics from the early stages of discovery all the way to the market and then post-market. Then we have health law for health professionals, which is more for those who are healthcare providers who want to better understand how to operate legally in their professions, how to be compliant, issues involving public health and ethics regarding access and distribution of healthcare, those types of questions and larger policy equity issues. Thirdly, we offer a aging law and policy certificate, all about the issues that face older adults in terms of long-term care, issues regarding their retirement and the workplace, ongoing issues with technology and the relationship to it. And so it's just going to be a very vibrant, interesting course. And then lastly, a program. And then lastly, we have health information, privacy, compliance, and data security. As more and more of us wear ongoing tracking wellness devices and wearables, there's a great high level of health information about as it's being collected. So this whole certificate is really based around that information, both on a personal wellness level as well as what happens with your provider and how that information is used or reused and consent and compliance in the process. So those are our 4 certificates, but underneath all of them, we have a number of courses. So the way they all sort of work is you can pick between 3 or 4 courses. We say 3 or 4 because you only have to pick 3 at a minimum, and then you can pick another course from one of the other certificates if that's of interest. So we strongly partner with industry leaders in our regulatory science certificate. This first one is with the Critical Path Institute, which is based here in Tucson, Arizona, but they're a global entity, and they're all about how to accelerate the process from early discovery of drugs and testing their safety and efficacy to bring them to market faster. Secondly, we have a partnership now with the NYU Grossman School of Medicine, specifically the Compassionate Use and Pre-Approval Access Working Group. And this whole course is really taught from a patient's and patient advocate perspective about how to access therapies that haven't yet been approved. So it's just a fantastic course that's taught from a patient's perspective, which is not common in this space. Starting this summer, we're going to offer a course with the International Society for Cardiovascular Translational Research that will be completely focused on devices. And then we hope to offer next fall a new course specifically on consent with the Global Drug Association, Drug Information Association, also known as DIA. And there's so many issues with consent now, both in the clinical research setting and in practice in terms of how it's collected, how data is used or repurposed, access to that data. It's just going to be a very, very interesting course. And then lastly, we have this year-round regulatory science colloquium where we really invite anyone to come and attend. If you join our listserv, we'll notify you about different lectures, and it's just a way to stay abreast of what's happening in the field. I won't go into every course the way I did with regulatory science and all the 3 other certificates, but I do want to just highlight one course for you. And as you can see, we partner with a number of the other colleges on campus. But right now, there really is a lot of attention regarding public health law and ethics because of COVID. And so issues regarding vaccines, access to, distribution of, requirements or mandates are all the types of issues that are covered in this kind of course, along with the Affordable Care Act and other news that you read about all the time. So just a great, timely course, as they all are in this program. The other option, other certificate we have is the Aging Law and Policy. And again, I'm not going to go through each of the courses, but Aging in America really is a flagship course where it's so distinct here, how we care for older adults and how much that's changing given what's happened with COVID. And this course is going to touch on that, as well as some of the major issues impacting older adults regarding opioid addiction, loneliness and social isolation, and also emergency preparedness for older adults. So it should be just a fantastic course that's part of a larger program and really unique to what it means to grow older in America. And the last certificate is regarding the health information. And what's very exciting about this certificate is our partnership with Health Current. Health Current is Arizona's health information exchange. Nearly every healthcare provider and insurer is part of this exchange here in Arizona. And it's so special and unique that we've been able to work with them and then present this course on health information technology. They'll be all about how medical records work, data sharing agreements, patients' rights. It should be very exciting, very timely. And I think the whole certificate and program and this course and partnership is just crucial for what we're experiencing right now with healthcare delivery. So just to show you sort of a snapshot of how the courses are mapped out. I mean, basically, they're all between 6 to 7.5 weeks. In the summer, they're 6 weeks. So this course on translational pathways for medical devices is 6 weeks long, basically a topic or module per week. And what's so great about working with a global entity like the International Society for Cardiovascular Translational Research is they're going to offer free membership to our students, access to their journal at no charge. We also deliver webinars with them. And so it's just a great way to learn a lot in a program as well as afterwards to stay in touch through these different mechanisms. And I should say that almost all of our programs are offered, all of our courses are offered at the graduate and undergraduate level. We have the colloquium that I mentioned, and these are some details below if you'd like to attend any of our lectures. We offer it in October to December, as well as in the spring from March to May. In addition to the colloquium, we run webinars frequently with the NYU Grossman School of Medicine. These are all on healthcare and research ethics related to COVID, everything from vaccines and treatments to taking care of patients who don't have COVID during COVID. And essentially, we record all of these webinars so that even if you can't attend at the time that they're running, you can watch them later. And we try to have a website of resources just available for folks, of articles, media quotes and stories that we've worked on, as well as these short 10 to 15-minute videos of certain topics that may be of interest to you. And kind of explain more about the breadth and impact of health foreign policy. So we work with a number of entities, as you can see, and it's not just about working on certain courses or having them present in our colloquium or in our webinars, but we also have initiatives with them where students and other professionals can form chapters and membership groups and attend the conferences. And we really work with you, if that's something of interest, to do so. So our program began in January of 2019, and we have attracted over 500 students from pretty much every discipline on campus. And then most individuals have had quite some work experience, usually 5 years or more, and from everywhere from being healthcare providers to more administrators, researchers. Just a very diverse cohort, which is exactly what we hoped would happen with this type of program. And then being online and asynchronistic, we're able to have students from coast to coast and in different parts of the world, which is just fantastic for different perspectives, as well as for networking. Just a snapshot of one of our wonderful students who is a pharmacy student. We have quite a few pharmacy students in our program, and his whole goal was to better understand how the FDA worked so that he could become a better pharmacist and ultimately deliver better patient care. Here is one of our Master's of Legal Studies students. Amy has really enjoyed the program. She works full-time and has a family, and she just found it to be very accessible in terms of what she needed in her role with the Arizona Cancer Center. And she was able to manage the online coursework with her other responsibilities. We work closely with Roche, who has an office here in Tucson, and they are grateful for our program because they really want to hire people right away who know exactly how the FDA operates or other regulatory agencies that may have a clinical background. So it's quite exciting to have a internship pipeline and career track with a program, which I know industry appreciates, and so do the students. And similar, we have a wonderful alumnus, Patrick O'Brien, who has a pharmacy law background, and he is just explaining the huge need they have in the area for a student that's able to have the skills that I've been discussing. So we have many, many courses at the graduate, undergraduate level, and these are kind of 4 different certificate tracks that you can pick and choose a little bit between based on your interests. And essentially, if you would like to learn more, whether it's in a course, certificate, the LLM, or our Master's of Legal Studies, and then how to apply, we have an upcoming admissions deadline for this summer, which is in April. And we're quite flexible in how long it may take someone to actually do a certificate, whether it's one class at a time or one class in a gap and then another class. We're really, really willing to work with you, and we just encourage you, if you're interested, to email us, go to our website, join us on social media, and just please stay in touch if this is something that you would like to learn more about. Thank you so much for your time.